For the sake of this video, this stick figure is you or me, but this stick figure is going to help us understand emotional avoidance and what it does to your life using a story time. Starting with your relationship, you've had a lovely relationship with a girl for the last 3 months, and out of nowhere she starts seeming dry. She doesn't want to hang out as much, doesn't want to FaceTime at night anymore. She's going to sleep without telling you good night. A bunch of questionable behaviors are starting to come into play. And boom, you ask her about it, what's wrong with her? Out of nowhere, boom, she drops it on you. I don't want to be with you anymore for whatever reason. Maybe she was cheating, maybe she's into something else, maybe it's just not a right fit. Whatever the case may be, just as you were getting invested, attached, committed, she was doing the opposite. And she's gone out of nowhere, unexpected. You cut off all your whole roster. You just started telling people about her. Whatever the case may be, the point of this is that your girlfriend just left you, and it hurts like a bitch. So you are now replacing hangout time, FaceTime time, texting time, and you don't have someone to tell your deepest secrets to, or whatever you talked about. You lost your person. And it hurts. Okay, so what do you replace that with? Video games, pornography, maybe hanging out with your friends more, doom scrolling, weed, alcohol, cigarettes. I don't know, but I know you're replacing it with something. So it hurts. We know that, and we are now gonna smoke marijuana, if not every day, 4 to 5 times a week to block that out. And we're gonna play video games instead of 1 hour a day. Now we're gonna play 3 hours, and we sit in our bed, for an extra hour before bed and right when we wake up, doom scrolling, distracting ourselves, blocking the pain. That is the whole purpose of that. Okay, fast forward. 3 months down the line now, I meet a girl through mutual friends, and it starts going very well. We click pretty much off rip. We go out on a few dates. We get to know each other. We're not meeting each other's family yet because, we've only been on a few dates, and I don't want to rush into anything. But it gets to a point where it's like you either you go over the hump or you don't, right? So it's starting to get serious now. She wants to meet your parents. She's like, hey, it's my grandmother's birthday. Do you want to come, meet the family and whatever? And you start hearing that voice in your head. No, she's going to hurt you. Don't trust her. All girls are the same. And that voice is this cracking over under. Maybe there's a little barrier in the wall. You never got over that pain. So you can't, you have a full glass. Imagine you have a full glass. Can I just draw it like here? If you have a full glass of water, you can't put juice in it, right? Do you know how much juice it would take for you to pour in that glass until the water overflows? You would use the whole liter, the whole jug of juice. So you can't do that. Let me erase that glass because he might be confused and down the line. I don't want him there anymore. Anyway, that can stay. That's whatever. But that's the pain, right? So what do? You ghost this girl now. You run away because you're scared. You don't want to deal with the fear. So what you do is now, anytime you might have a new potential partner on your hand, you get scared, you run away. You might have a potential this on your hand, you get scared, you run away. We're going to stick with the partner story. Okay, fast forward, you just ghosted this new girl, you didn't tell any of your friends about it. A few weeks later, you're at the mall with a few of your buddies, and you see her and a few of her friends. And you're like, oh God, you don't want to see her. You feel anxious, you're like, shit, whatever, what am I going to do? She comes up to you, she confronts you. What did I do to you? I was nothing but nice to you. This, I told my family about you, that, whatever. You start stuttering, you're getting red, you're getting embarrassed. Your friends are recording you, and you don't know what to do. So what are your options? Say something to hurt her feelings back, to flip the embarrassment onto her. Get upset at your friends who are recording at you and laughing, because a real friend will laugh when you're embarrassed. You know that, right? Your only options are terrible because you don't want to be embarrassed right now. So you either run away, get upset at your friend, or say something to her that you don't even mean, but you need to flip the embarrassment onto her. And you block out the embarrassment out of your life. So now you're going to stay away from those people for a bit. You're going to do everything in your power to make sure that video is deleted. And if it does go up, when someone asks you about it, you're either going to avoid, deflect, or lie. Oh, it was a prank. Oh, this. You will do anything because you can't be embarrassed. You cannot deal with that embarrassment. It could even end up with you isolating yourself. I don't want to go to the mall anymore because you're going to resonate that with the mall. I don't want to see these people anymore because you're going to resonate that with these people. She might be there. I don't want to go there. So you canceled out potential partners. You canceled out locations now. You're basically just blocking what I call the unknown, right? And the reason you end up blocking out the unknown is because you don't want to be embarrassed, and you have a whole bunch of ideas of how anything can embarrass you. You don't want to do anything you're afraid of because last time this hurt me, you know? Last time I was playing soccer, I tore my ACL. That's a big injury. But last time I was playing soccer, I got hurt. Last time I was talking to a girl, I got hurt. So you stay away from embarrassment, from fear, and from pain. So you have now boxed yourself in a safety nest, right? Every single wall was built for safety, to protect you. But what you don't know is that this safety is actually suffocation. And what does that mean? You have no more breathing room. Look at you. I stepped out of the camera just so you could fully look at this. You have no more, you have completely boxed yourself in and you didn't even know. And you have no room left to do anything. That's why you are blocked off from the unknown. But the thing is, the unknown is where you pick up new skills. The unknown is where you pick up new, can I write you a little list? I'm sorry. Unknown list. New skills. New friends. New hobbies. Should I keep going? The unknown is where your life changes. When you become familiar with the unfamiliar is what takes you from 50 overall to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to max overall. Is becoming familiar with the unfamiliar. I'm not telling you to become a jack of all trades, but look at the person that you are now. You have your bubble. Inside my bubble, for example, because I've been a huge victim of this. Inside my bubble, I have soccer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to erase that because I do have soccer, but I have sports. Because I play soccer, I play tennis, I play pickleball, I'm very active in the gym. I played basketball my whole life, just haven't been playing. I have sports. That's the majority of the, I have my friends. I've had the exact same friends. I've had the exact same 6 friends. I was going to say, no. I have 5. I've had the exact same 5 friends for my whole entire existence. The last one came in when I was 9. He moved here when I was 9. And we're still, so my youngest friend is, I don't know. Like, I've had these friends my whole life. My current partner I've known since I was like 4 years old. Like, this is my bubble, okay? You're not alone on this. I'm losing my train of thought because this is a lot to handle. I have my family, and I don't have a lot of new things. I have my sports, my friends, my family. I've had the same job for 5 years. My job. What else do you want to know? What else do you want? My hangout spots are all in my local. My hangout spots, my whole life have all been local. I don't go far to go clubbing, or I want to stay local. It's my birthday. I want to go to a restaurant. Let's go to the one down the street. I don't care about the status. I don't care about posting on the Instagram. This is my bubble. My sports, my friends, my family, my job, and the local environment. Everything I do on a day-to-day basis, on a month-to-month basis, is in my local environment. And I don't even drive, believe it or not, because I never had to drive. Because anywhere I go is walking distance. That's just how I set my life up. That's how I liked it. But I've never played hockey. I never watched hockey because I didn't know how to skate. I didn't want to go on, learn how to do this. So I never broke out of my bubble, okay? You cannot get new skills. You cannot get new friends. You cannot get new hobbies. You cannot have new experiences. But what I was trying to say with all the rambling that I just did is I would have never had any of these things in my bubble if I lived like this from day one. But you won't find a child every day that lives like this. Because when you're a child, you're curious, you're interested, you have the light in your eyes. You want to know things, you want to meet people, you want to talk to everybody. Because we were put here to connect with each other. And whatever happened in the world, in your life, the traumatic events, they were stressful, I understand. And we have so much access to coping mechanisms nowadays that this becomes easy, and not even just easy, it's normalized. People, bond over being avoidant. People bond over being unemotional, cold-hearted. That's garbage, by the way. You do not want to live like that. And anyway, what I wanted to talk about, can I make room? I'll do it right over here. What I wanted to talk about to end off this video is, you fast forward a few more years. We just fast forwarded a few months. You ran into the girl at the mall. Okay. Fast forward a few years, and you have the same sports, the same friends, obviously the same family, the exact same job, the same car, the same phone, the same everything. Nothing new. You have nothing new. Your life is an endless loop every single day. But everyone you're surrounded with has new hobbies, new interests, new friends that come with new hobbies and new interests, new job which comes with new friends, a new girlfriend, they have a new phone, they have a new car, they got a new everything, okay? Not everyone around you, but a lot of people. And they might even end up leaving you behind if you wait too long, because they're increasing their overall, but you're stagnant. And you look back and you see, I'm stagnant because I don't have a girlfriend because I ran away when it got too serious, sorry. I stopped connecting with people because avoiding embarrassment, I dehumanized myself, because being embarrassed is a part. You can't be embarrassed if you're not human. When you're human, you're bound to be embarrassed. Your friends will always find a reason to laugh at you, to troll you, to bust your balls. So you're avoiding embarrassment, you're dehumanizing yourself. You cannot connect with another person. If it's always you laughing at them, it's never going to be the same as two people that always bash heads. They love each other more than you can ever understand. You blocked pain. How do you grow your muscles? By hurting them. How do you get a bigger belly? By eating more. Or how do you get more muscles? By eating more as well. You need to hurt. You need to eat till it hurts to become shredded. Okay? Anytime you want to grow, you got to go through pain. Anytime you want to connect with people, you need to be open with people. And when you're open, when you're vulnerable, you can be embarrassed. To become higher overall, you need to step into the unknown and make it known. So you realize through reflection, oh my God, I'm the problem. And you dwell on your past. This is the worst one. You dwell on your past because it hurts so goddamn much that the reason for the mess that you call your life is you and only you. You stop saying, oh my God, if it wasn't for this person that did this, or that person said this, my parents didn't give me that. No. That has nothing to do with you. Because there was a time in your life where you got into new sports, or you were able to make new friends, or you were able to find a girlfriend or boyfriend, or you were able to find a job, look for jobs, where you were able to do things with a happy heart, with a spark in your eyes. You're the one that closed those doors, but not on purpose. Remember, you thought you were building yourself a safety net, but you were actually suffocating yourself. And what did you train yourself to do over all those years when you hurt? And now you're dwelling and you're hurting. And you trained yourself to build the walls. So you start smoking more marijuana. You start drinking alcohol at the same time. You increase your screen time more and more. You start watching porn more and more. You do everything in your power to block the pain, the fear, the rejection, the regret, which is the strongest feeling. You cannot forgive yourself, is what you think. Okay? But look what you just did to yourself. You have no more breathing room. And if you can't breathe, you can't live. So if you think a life with pain is hard, if you think fear is uncomfortable, if you think embarrassment is bad, if you think that the unknown is your greatest enemy, wait until you see what avoiding all of those things does for you and your life. Reminder, I'm not shaming you. I'm just as guilty as all of you. I'm actually human just like you. That's the whole point of this. I'm getting up here to enlighten and to heal. And I just want to be the reason why we slowly tear those walls down one by one. Remember, this is not shame. And I hope that this was, pretty easy to understand, because my goal here is to educate, to motivate, to heal, and to conquer.